Yo, my friends, let's talk about the number one strategy for financial prosperity in America. And it is the most underrated, most underappreciated, most underutilized, especially for the people who could benefit from it the most. We're going to go all the way in today. And if you watch this video all the way to the end, you're going to see that you will develop a game plan for your own financial prosperity, but you'll also see how this is going to transform your legacy overall. So I'm not going to belabor the moment, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. But you've got to overcome fear if you're going to win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is right. You're going to have to overcome fear if you're going to win the money game. For those of you who do not know me, my name is H. Cortez, also known as the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, and proud member of the Extra Digit Movement, a group of the most excited, most committed, most loving, and compassionate financial educators on the planet. And all we want to do is exactly what our name says. We want to help you grow your cash flow by an extra digit. We want to help you grow your income by an extra digit. We want to help you grow your net worth by an extra digit. And we have the strategy, the game plan, and the resources that help you do that. Got to give a huge shout out to the founder of the organization, Mr. Brian N. Bean. And because of this, young man, I have literally been able to transform not only my personal life, but the lives of my descendants who have yet to arrive other than my 5 sons. So I'm super excited to share with you this number one strategy. But do me a favor, as you're coming into the room, go ahead and comment in the chat where you're from. And if you already have a business and or a brand, go ahead and shout yourself out, man. I would love to know what it is that you have going on. And I always like to show love to my fellow entrepreneurs. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you a quick slide presentation because I got 30 minutes and I got to get out of here and go get my praise the Lord on. You know what I'm saying? It is Sunday. So I'm going to share with you a quick slide presentation, man. A tale of two countries, a tale of people struggling financially and those who are winning and exactly why they're winning. And then I'm going to invite you, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to invite you to join me and the Extra Digit Movement on this crusade to transform, first and foremost, your finances. And then those are the people that you know and love that's closest to you. And then we're going to get out in the community and spread this economic empowerment all over the world. So first things first, you've got to know, ladies and gentlemen, that you have what it takes. I know. We all came through the same American school system. What is the major difference between someone who grows up in America and someone who comes to America from another country? And it seems like they can just make it right out the gate. Now, I know the first thing we default to is, well, Cortez, they get loans, they get tax advantages and things of that nature. Listen, man, I'm going to tell you, all of that stuff plays a part. But here's the major difference. We were socially conditioned from the time we were able to get into preschool to go to school, get a good education so we can get a good job. You know what they were conditioned to believe is that if I could just make it to America, I could build a business and create a financial legacy for myself. And the moment they touch these shores, that's all they focus on. See, they know that America is a business. They know that the foundation of this country is entrepreneurship. When America broke away from Great Britain, they built this country for entrepreneurs. It was built by entrepreneurs to benefit entrepreneurs, but that's not the way we've been conditioned. And let's talk about why here in a second. So we have a great divide in this country, ladies and gentlemen. Point blank, period. There's no other way to say it. While we are the wealthiest nation in the world, 34 million people in this country still live below poverty. It's less than $27,000 for a family of 4, right? During the COVID era, at the beginning of the national shutdown, over 10 million Americans lost their job within the first week, right? And then we know that a formal education, the way that it is set up and currently constructed, is pretty much outdated. Why? Because people are graduating from college with a mortgage, but no home, right? And you guys are going to get that later. And if we look on the right side of this divide, during all of this poverty, this economic discord, all of the stuff that was really hurting millions of Americans, we still grew money for the top 400 richest people in the country. America's 400 richest are worth a record of $3.2 trillion. And that is up $240 billion from a year ago. So during the height of COVID, the top wealthiest people in the world got wealthier, right? We're talking about 34 million people living below poverty in this country, but yet 18.6 people in this country are millionaires. We're talking that 10 million people lost their job in the first week of COVID, but the number of billionaires actually grew 9 times from 1990 to 2020. What is the major difference, y'all? The major difference is this. These guys who are thriving during this economic downturn, they have a specialized knowledge or education. And that's what we've got to get to understand, is that the specialized knowledge is where it's at, my friends. Now, let's take a look at you playing by the rules of the game or getting played by the rules of the game, right? We know that right now, stimmy checks are going out, and it's about to get crazy at a lot of the Walmarts in these small towns where, you know, people have been struggling for 12 months and they got a little money and they're about to run out and probably blow it. Let's face it. That's kind of what happens, right, with these stimulus checks. It stimulates the economy, but it's not stimulating generational wealth building for most people because they don't have a financial education. So if you're an employee, then you signed up for the part of our economy that says you're going to be taxed the absolute most, point blank and period. And here's, let me help you. Let me clue you in on something, guys, because here's what you absolutely must understand. Every person in this economy, if you were born in America, you were born an entrepreneur. Now, we don't like to even say the E word in a lot of households in this country. Man, that's a pipe dream. Go out, get you a good job, work hard, and take care of your family. Everybody in this country was born an entrepreneur. Everybody. Your social security number doubles as an EIN. Most people are just not using it that way. But I want you to understand today, you have everything that you need to transform your finances if you would let your guard down just a little bit, if you would question some of the traditions that you were raised with. There's nothing wrong with the knowledge that we are utilizing today if we were utilizing it 50 years ago. Today is outdated, right? It's outdated. So as an employee only, 95% of Americans make 100% of their income from a job only. As a result, you're in a situation where you pay the most taxes. I didn't make the rules. I'm just reporting the rules, right? So let's look at the stimulus checks that are going out right now to W-2 employees, right? Anywhere from $600 to $2,000 is what you got over the last 12 months. Now let's look at, on the other side, what do business owners get if you play in the tax code 1099? You've got loans, you've got grants, you got PPP, you got EIDL. Hundreds of billions of dollars went to employers or business owners. Few billion went to employees. Is that enough to make you want to get on the other side of capitalism? Let's look at this. If you work a job only, you can contribute to your retirement, but you're maxed at 6,000 or 7,000 as your total contribution for a year. If you're playing in the 1099 side, though, you can max 13.5 to 16.5. Wait, you mean to tell me that I work hard, and if I want to put all of my money into an IRA, I can't without penalty? That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. And then let's look at the last and probably the most significant. When you work a job only, you pay taxes first. Right out the gate, your taxes coming out of your check anywhere from 28 to 33%. And I know y'all don't believe me. I know y'all don't believe me. But if you make any decent amount of money, at $27,000 to $30,000, even though it's poverty, it's at the poverty line, guess what? You're still in the 20% tax bracket. And then if you're in a state like Missouri, you're going to pay another 7 to 9% in state tax. Let's just say it's 7%. So I'm at 20% federal, 7% state. Now I'm at 27% of my income goes to taxes. Then if I live inside the city like St. Louis, there's a city tax of another 2 to 3%. Let's just say it's 2%. So now I'm at from 27 to 29% of my money goes to Uncle Sam. Then guess what? I pay another 7 to 9% in sales tax on everything I buy. So let's just say it's 7%. So 29 plus 7 is 36% of my income goes to taxes. And then if I own property like a car, boat, motorcycle, trailer, I got to pay personal property tax on all of that. If I own a home, I got to pay real estate tax. This is why most Americans are struggling, because they're using outdated information to try to build their life with, right? It's the same thing as you trying to sell me an 8-track cassette tape for my car today. I'm like, what? I can't do nothing with that. Most people don't know that you really can't do nothing with the operating system that you have that was downloaded into you from our school system, because that operating system was designed for a 50-year-old computer, right? And that's where we are today. But if you understand that if I cross over from the employee side and not quit your job, I'm not telling you that, and I'm not bashing you for having a job, but what I am recommending that the number one strategy for financial prosperity in this country is to add a 1099 to your job. That repositions you in capitalism to make some major moves in this country, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully you guys are starting to get that the game is played differently, and you got to understand how to play the game if you're going to win, right? So let's take a look at this right here. Let's take a look at this right there, because we talked about taxes, guys. Taxes is just one of the hurdles that we got to overcome, just one of the roadblocks, right? Taxes is your largest expense. 30 to 40% of your money goes to taxes. And this is how the game is played. We don't realize that, man, I'm looking at the money that I make on my job, and I'm looking at my bills, and I'm saying, I should be okay. Not when you deduct 40% that goes to taxes. Now, look at 60% of what you make on your job. Then look at all of your bills and expenses and see if you should be okay. Because taxes is one hurdle. Then we got debt as another hurdle. Then we got big business as another hurdle. Then we got inflation, right? How do we tackle all of these things at one time, Cortez? Well, guess what? I'm glad you asked, my friend, because we're going to get to it. We're going to get to it, right? The way you tackle all of those things is by getting some new information. And this is where the extra digit movement comes in. We are a group of people from all walks of life, from college students to lawyers, doctors, networkers, single moms, single dads, CPAs, creatives. I mean, we are from all walks of life. And in the last 12 to 18 months, we helped hundreds and thousands of people get on the road to financial success using a formula and a partnership with making wealth real, because that's exactly what we do. We want to help you grow your money one extra digit at a time, help you grow your net worth one extra digit at a time, help you grow your cash flow one extra digit at a time. And we do that by making wealth reality for you. We've got the most success of any other team in this organization, guys. And we've created $3.8 million in revenue for all of our extra digit movement associates. And we want to help you be part of this great organization that we're putting together that's making a dollar and making a difference at the exact same time. Now, here's what you got to understand. Which is, how is the extra digit movement having all of this success? It's because we understand how to look at trends, right? We're looking at, in the early 1900s, everybody was a small business owner, right? You hired a blacksmith. You didn't go to a company to get your blacksmith. That blacksmith came and he put the shoes on your horses. He was his own business owner, right? And then the industrial age came in, and we went from everybody having their own business to we got so many jobs that we need so many workers that for you to work in your own business seemed minuscule compared to what they were offering in the industrial age. They said, listen, we know that you're going to give up your own business to come work here. And here's our trade-off. You're going to work here and set it in your own business for the next 30 or 40 years. And we've got this program called a pension plan, and we're going to take care of you for the rest of your life. Even when you're no longer working, when you retire, we're still going to pay you. So the small business owner says, okay, that's a win situation for me. I can give up my own business. I can go work in the factory, and they're going to take care of me and my spouse for the rest of our lives because they got this great pension program. So people left their own businesses and flooded into the factories. Then in the 1960s, the corporate era came in, right? Because those factories created a new wave of employment. And corporate America blew up from the 60s to the 80s. But then they did something very, very slick. They transformed the pension into a 401k. Now it's not, I'm going to take care of you for the rest of your life. It's, if you put money in, you have the potential to take care of yourself for the rest of your life. And most people aren't putting any money in, right? Then the computer era came from 1980 to the 2000s. What did that do, man? That started the process of that good job disappearing. Those good wages started to reduce. Why? Because I gave you a tool that allows you to do your job more effectively and more efficiently. So I don't need to pay you as much to do that job. Then the dot-com era comes. What did the dot-com era do? The dot-com era actually shrunk the world. Now with the dot-com era, companies realize that, hey, there are English-speaking people all over the world. We can pay them less money to do the same job, and we connect through this dot-com era, through the internet. And then COVID happened. And everybody started to realize, if I can work at home for my company using the internet, still access the rest of the world, the rest of the company, I could build something for myself from home. So this whole thing has come full circle, ladies and gentlemen. We're back to the number one strategy for financial prosperity in this country is to be a home-based business owner. And here's the difference between then and now. This is what the internet has done. The difference between when in the early 1900s, when I was a business owner, I pretty much worked my business from 9 to 5 because that was the time that business was conducted. The difference between now having a small business, especially one that you run from your home, is this. I don't have to give up my 9 to 5 job. See, I can still do my 9 to 5 thing. That's going to take care of my right now. But I realize now, after listening to the extra digit movement, that 9 to 5 is really only getting me 60%. I'm only bringing home 60% of what my income is, that's not going to cut it for me building the legacy I want to build. So you're going to do your 9 to 5 for that 60%. But now, because we have the internet, you're going to take your 5 to 9. When you get off work from 5 to 9, that's going to be your family time. But then from 9 to 1, 9 to 2 a.m., that's when you're going to get on this internet and you're going to transform your finances. And here's how that really, really works so that you guys can really understand. Let me get to that slide real quick, because you got to understand the power in what I'm saying, y'all. Here's how that all works. You work your 9 to 5. That's taking care of your right now. Hopefully that 9 to 5, you're pulling some money out, you're paying yourself, and you got some retirement building. But you know that 60% of that or 40% of that is going to Uncle Sam. But at the end of the day, after you come home, you decompress, you spend a little time with family, then you pull out that cell phone, you pull out that laptop, you pull out that tablet, and now you start looking at building an empire from home. You guys realize all of the major companies in this country were started in somebody's home or garage? Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, all of these companies were started at home. Here's why. Because when you start a business that you're going to operate from your home, you get tax advantages. You literally can get an instant pay raise just by starting the business. What about those little whippersnappers that run around your house calling you mama and daddy, right? Do you realize that you can actually hire them to work in your home-based business to help you with your marketing? You can put their cute little faces on your websites and in your marketing materials. You can help them file. They can help you file papers. They can help you with your social media. They can help you, in every aspect of your business. And instead of giving them an allowance, you can give them a paycheck. And that paycheck becomes tax deductible for you. So it works like this. You took money from your job. You shifted that money from your job to your business bank account. That business bank account took that same money, shifted it to your children, and you get to write it off. And now your children still have that money. That money stays in the household. Now they can pay private school tuition. They can pay for their shoes, their Xbox, their PlayStation. They can pay for their travel sports and all of that stuff. And it became a write-off for you. And then you can start to leave a legacy, because what happens when you're teaching your children that about money and they're getting a paycheck from the work that they're doing? You start them off early understanding how to manage and grow money. What about unlimited income, ladies and gentlemen? What about your ability to leverage this technology? Facebook is making millions off of me every day. Shouldn't I be able to make a few dollars off of them? What about time freedom? See, the internet allows me to take my business everywhere I go. Anywhere I go with my cell phone and a Wi-Fi connection, I'm in business. What else does that mean? That means everywhere I go and every time I spend money, it's a tax write-off. That's what that means. And then you get to take back control of your life, right? You can buy back your time when you understand these things, right? It's powerful that you have more control than you ever realized. And joining the Extra Digit movement is the play for this year. Let me run through a couple ways that we get paid and our partnership with MWR Financial. And then I got to run, man. I got to go. All right. So what does Making Wealth Real Financial do? So that's our partnership with a financial services provider, guys, and they will help you save money, help you make money, and help you grow money, right? Over the last 18 months, we've helped save $500 million, guys, in tax strategies. We're talking money that would otherwise gone to Uncle Sam. That money is now staying in the pockets of our members, right? We shaved 13,000 years in interest payments off of our members, right? Because we're getting them out of debt in record time. Because we offer a home-based business and allow you to really create this makeover, we've created over $10 million residual club ring earners. That's unheard of in the record time that we've done it. And then we've helped to grow $500 million in investment assets for our members. So it is quite simple, guys. If you want to save money, then do yourself a favor. Put to the side $79 per month to work with our experts in tax reduction. Put to the side $79 a month to work with our experts on credit restoration, debt elimination, bill reduction. We actually have a team of professional negotiators that will get on the line with all of your service providers and negotiate your monthly bills down. And then what we got coming up, man, it's going to be a game changer. And I'm sorry I'm not at liberty to disclose that, but just understand that if you are serious about your finances and making this transformation, then sign up for our complete financial makeover and let our Financial Edge membership and our experts do the heavy lifting. Now, some of you guys are saying, well, Cortez, I've already saved. I'm down to where I'm living as far below my means as I can. And I commend you for that. And if you're living below your means already, why not increase your means? This is why the home-based business is important. So for $228 one time and then $119 per month, you can start your own home-based business, starting with writing off the $228, right? That's your first tax write-off, but you also get 475 tax deductions, your cell phone, your internet, gas mileage, meals, travel, hiring your children. Instead of paying them, giving them allowance, pay them a payroll check, and our experts will help you set all of that up. And then we pay you in 10 different ways. 10 different ways, y'all, right? If you introduce somebody to our $79 customer membership, you earn a $40 commission. If you introduce someone to our business partnership and they want to make money with us, you'll earn a $50 sponsor bonus. But it doesn't stop there. You introduce 3 people to our business partnership and you earn an extra $150 in a momentum bonus. And that can go as high as $900 in momentum bonus. But it doesn't stop there. We also have a luxury vehicle bonus, anywhere from $500 to $3,000. That is per month. We have a presidential bonus, anywhere from $500 to $100,000 per month. And here's what's beautiful. The same effort that it takes to make the car bonus also builds my presidential bonus. Then we have something called a daily guaranteed pay, guys, from $5 a day all the way up to $1,000 per day. Every day at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, I get a text message that says, hey, Cortez, you just locked in another $50 a day. Every day, every day. And that's growing. That's growing, ladies and gentlemen. So here's my question to you. Do you want to save money? Check. Do you want to make money? That depends on your level of ambition. But I know you want to grow money. See, COVID has taught us that, man, we got to do more to build a generational legacy for our families. And we've got the tools to help you grow your money too. How about a private reserve bank account? What would life be like if when your child is ready to buy their first car, instead of going to a bank or a credit union, they actually borrowed that money from the family bank? You ever thought about that? What about if your child is able to get a partial scholarship and there's still a little money required on your end for them to go to college, and instead of you borrowing money from the federal government, you borrowed that money from your own family bank? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Land banking, right? And then we've got something so transformative coming very soon. Very soon. It's going to blow your mind, right? But what we have to offer right now is a game changer for you. $228 one time, $119 per month. And last but not least, guys, here's why the Extra Digit Movement is the fastest growing #1 team in MWR Financial. Here's why we are the most excited, the most committed, the most well-trained, well-organized group of financial educators on the planet, is because we got great leadership. We've got weekly overviews for you. We've got live online training library for you. We've got private virtual sessions. We've got quarterly events to keep the ship tight, to make sure that you have the level of success that you want. So at the end of the day, guys, my 30 minutes of fame are up. So the question is, do you want to save money? If you want to save money, that's $79 per month. All you got to do is whoever got you on this webinar, just comment, I'm a number 2, I want to save. And we'll put you on a game plan to help you get your Financial Edge membership up and running so you can start saving money right now. Or do you want to save, make, and grow money as a number 1? A number 1 says, yes, I like to save, I want to grow, but listen, I need to make some money. I want to expand my means. I need a little bit more than what I have coming in right now. And you talked about $5 a day, $50 a day, $1,000 a day potential. You talked about a $500 to a $3,000 car bonus. You talked about a $500 to a $100,000 per month. I'm sorry, I said per day car bonus. That's per month. You talked about a $500 to a $100,000 per month presidential bonus. You're talking about $40 referral commissions for customers, $50 referral commissions for business partners. Yeah, man. Most people don't realize that if you had an extra $300 to $500 per month coming into your household and the financial game plan, your life is forever different. And here's what I know about you. If you're watching this video right now and you've stuck around all the way to the end, I know you got the discipline. I know you got the game plan. Well, I know you got the discipline. I know you got the desire. I know you got the ambition. Let us provide the game plan. Let us provide the financial experts. See, what I love about a Dave Ramsey, a Susie Orman, a Robert Kiyosaki, a Dr. Dennis Kimbrough, a Dr. Boyce Watkins, all of these guys are teaching window for financial strategies, but none of them are giving you access to financial experts to help you execute. And that's where we set ourselves apart. If you want to be a number 1, you want to join the Extra Digit Movement and MWR Financial as a business partner of ours, then let the person know who got you on this webinar, this video, this live stream, whoever's page you're seeing it on, whoever YouTube channel you're seeing it on, let them know I'm a number 1. I understand it's an investment of $228 and $119 a month. That's popcorn and peanut money to build a business where I own and control my income, where I can make $1 and a difference at the same time. That is you, my friend. Get back with the person who got you on and say, hey, I'm a number 1. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's get started. So that's my 30 minutes of fame, telling you the Extra Digit Movement in partnership with MWR Financial is the number 1 strategy for financial prosperity in 2021 and beyond. So we ask, if you're serious about building your financial legacy, then why not partner with us? Comment 1 or 2 in the comments, or get back with the person who got you on this video, 1 or 2, and let's get you rolling. Until I talk to you next time, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up. But you've got to overcome fear if you're going to win.